Welcome back, everybody. It's Meridy here again, and I am here with the 6th process video for our Revitalize kits, in which I'm using the Revitalize Limitless kit, the Revitalize Essentials kit, and our Nailed It stamp set that all came out in January of 2024. And I will put links to all of these things in the description of this video, as well as links to different tools I use, because I get asked them often what different tools are. Even if we don't carry them in the store, I can link them to Amazon affiliate links or wherever I might have found that item. So check the description of this video for links to all the different things that we talk about here. But let's get to work. So today I am running out of paper because I've made so many layouts using this kit. But I knew that we had painted my son's bedroom, and I knew that this kit had paintbrushes in it. So I wanted to use this paintbrush paper to scrapbook these pictures of us painting his bedroom. Now we have like the before pictures when it was still superhero themed, so it's very bright. And then the after pictures when we paint it, after we're done painting it. And I was debating whether to make a double page layout and put all the pictures on it, or to make kind of 2 separate page layouts, or separate single page layouts, and kind of put like the before, during on one, and then the after on the other, because of the color schemes. And there is not a ton of bright yellow or red in this kit, so I kind of don't want to scrapbook these pictures using this kit, these like during pictures. So I'm gonna make the other side of my layout using a whole other set of supplies. I'm not worried about it. So I'm not gonna scrapbook these 4 pictures of them painting. I will do that later. So I am gonna focus on these 4 pictures because they coordinate really well with the kit. And the yellow isn't in there so loud. So we've got, of course, a couple during pictures and then the after pictures. And I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put both of those on the layout. It just depends how it goes when we're laying stuff out. So let me start by showing you what I'm going to work with today. That is the pieces that are left from what I have been working with. I am going to use this alphabet. I am going to use the stamp set because I really want to write "we killed it" or something, or "we crushed it," or "we nailed it," or something like that. So I really want to use those. I want to use this word "awesome," which was a la carte in this store, and I want to use these at least one of these paintbrushes. So I'm not sure. This is what I'm pulling out to potentially use. I don't know that I'm going to use all of these things. Those acrylics were sold a la carte. And again, if you don't have all these pieces, you might have something similar in your stash, or you could cut a circle of paper or a rectangle of paper, or maybe you have a different word, or maybe you can use, you know, and if you don't have this awesome, maybe you can spell awesome from the alphabet. So you don't need to be using the exact same pieces that I am if you don't have them. Today, so I want to make my title say "Today was awesome." I'm gonna open this now. And I want to use "today" and "awesome," and then I want to use these letters to spell "was" in there. So that's what I want my title to be. And then I've got these couple little Polaroid looking frames from the ephemera pack. Just go for it, move forward, so amazing, beauty in the everyday, life is art, live yours in color. That little thing, the details, and then all kinds of arrows that I didn't use on my last layout that I made. So who knows? I doubt I'm gonna use all of these things. That's an awful lot of embellishments for a single page layout with 4 photos on it, but I'm gonna put them off to the side. So when it's time for that, I can choose them. So I've got this whole sheet of paper because I haven't even cut into it yet. The back is this color blue. And then I've got this little scrap. I've just got some random little bits and pieces. Branding strips, half branding strips, planning, drinking and eating. But again, we can just use those without the words, you know, just as a matting piece. I've got this little scrap, these little scraps, and then this following paper was not in the kit I had used some black cardstock out of my stash for previous layouts that I made earlier this month. And this is the black scraps that are left over from that, and a white scrap that's left over from that. And then I am going to use a piece of white paper as the actual background to my layout. And so this didn't come in the kit, this white cardstock. You'll have to grab that from your stash. So back to this. I really love this paper a lot. And I have seen so many people fussy cut out the paintbrush with the paint swatch, and I just love that look. So I think I am gonna fussy cut all 5 of these out, and I'm gonna go do that, and I will be right back. I'm gonna do it off camera. I'm just gonna cut with a little border. Let me actually cut off the branding strip first, because oh, that branding strip is perfect. It's little paintbrushes. So we'll cut off the branding strip, and then I'll just start how I'm gonna start this. I'm not worried about the splatters right now. I'm not gonna cut out the splatters. And I'm just gonna cut these out with a tiny little white border. And I will just go in and out of all the little nuances around the paint brush swipes until I get it all the way cut out. And I'm gonna do this to all 5 paintbrushes and paint swipes. And I'm gonna keep it attached for now because I don't know, I have no plan here. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm gonna use this. But if I need to trim the paint swipes off, I will. And of course, I'm gonna come in here and carefully cut all these out. Just like this. I've seen a lot of people use this paper in this way on social media lately because this is a very popular line of scrapbook paper and supplies right now. Vicki Boutin did a really nice job on this whole collection. So I've been seeing a lot of people using them, including our design team who has designed things using this paper already. And I believe our design team has also fussy cut the individual brushes out and use them like that. So like I said, I will go off camera and I will cut the rest of these out, and then I will be right back to try to figure out my next step. Okay, I've got my brushes cut, 5 of them cut out. And let's see, I would love to use colors that really coordinate. I feel like that one can match really well. That one can match really well. This one can match. This one can match. Well, that one matches all the other embellishments. So let's see. Let's see what I've got here. I've got so many things that I think I want to narrow this down to one picture. And I think I will narrow it down to this picture that shows, I took it at like 0.5 zoom, so it shows most of the room rather than this close up. So I'm just gonna get rid of that picture. Now I'm down to only 3 pictures and I like it. And then that closet door is not very important, or the door isn't very important, so I could bury that. And I want to show this wall, but I don't need that little light switch plate covered. So I don't mind if I cover up that a little. And then pretty much on my picture, it's fine in the middle. And I wasn't laying these here because I wanted to use them here, but maybe I should. Let's just play around a little with these brushes. They look cool overlapped. I really don't know if I need all 5 of them. Oh, maybe I could do something like that. I like it that I have not all 3 blue colors on this side, but maybe I can switch that around. Or switch that around. Oh, that's too much blue at the bottom. Maybe this darker color at the top. Now I'm just messing with visually what order I think I will put them in. I think I do like them like overlapping over each other. I think that looks cool. And I think I like this color variety. Let's see what else we have here though. I don't feel like I need a lot of layers underneath these pictures because I think maybe a solid matte would work well on them. I don't really feel like I need that either. This could be kind of cool to ground one of my title words. I don't really want to bring the green in for a whole nother color. This is a color already in there, so that might work well. Some of these might work well. I kind of don't need scissors. I don't want these little torn pieces. There isn't really space for this, although I kind of like the way the text looks behind the pictures because it's enough to make the pictures pop off the white background, but not so overwhelming that it's like bright. Like I don't want to map my pictures on something this bright, and I don't want to map them on that. So I'll move this off to the side. Let's see. And this is like weirdly shaped, so I can't really fully make photo mats of this either. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut off this diagonal line so that this just gives me a rectangle of this pattern. And it is going to be, it comes out being 3 inches tall and 6 inches wide. That's the size of this. And I'm gonna cut the same one. And again, it's 3 inches tall and this one is 3 inches wide. So now I'm working with rectangles instead of trying to work with these triangle shapes. Let me just make sure I want to work with the rectangles because the triangle shapes are kind of cool too. They do add a little different shape there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut it's okay with me if it's upside down here, like the text is upside down under here. I'm not really worried about it. So I am going to cut another piece identical in size to this little triangle. If I can see it here in my trimmer, what's happening? There we go. So now I've got 2 triangles that are the same size. I kind of liked it just up here in the corner and down here in the corner. And it's not crazy busy. Okay, I'm liking that look. My pictures are still very much blending in to the background because I really like having matted photos. So I'm thinking that I need to do something. Let's move these down as much as possible so I give myself a little space here. I think I need to do something. I mean, I can obviously mat them on white and then maybe ink the edges. Let's see what they would look like matted on black. This might just be way too dramatic. I'm gonna cut a few mats and see if I like it on black. Just to see if I like this. And if I don't, I'll switch it. Oh, I think it might pop really nice if I mat them all on black. But I want to make a thin mat, like that's too thick. trim that down. I'm not worried about that. And then here, I'm just gonna make them thick for now. And then I can trim them down in a little bit. Oh, it really looks good matted on black. So I am gonna go ahead and mat these on black, and I'm gonna cut the mat super thin. So it's just barely, because I don't want it to overpower my whole layout, the black, because it is very strong and it catches your eye. But oh, how nice on a thin little black mat. It looks amazing. Better than I thought it would. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, I am going to next, I'm getting rid of these. I don't think I'm gonna need any more. I am going to start adhering down these paintbrushes because I feel like I kind of laid them out like that. I like them like that. I don't need to mess around with every single possible combination and way I can set them on the page, or we'll be here all day long. So let's just get them down. And then this one goes over the top. I'm not adhering down these little ends yet because I feel like, what if I need to stick something slightly under them? I'll adhere them down really, really soundly when I'm done with this whole layout. And then this looks like could go down here because I do want to leave a little space between these two and these two. This one can go right about there. Nope, maybe a little bit further down. Okay, and then I'm not going to adhere the pictures yet because I'm not sure. I really want to do a little bit of mixed media underneath there, but I just am afraid of making the whole thing just be too much. What to do? Well, I just want a little bit of mixed media sticking out from under there, I think. Let's not go too crazy. Let's not do that yet. Let's get these other things on here and see how it looks. Today was awesome. I'm not sure if I need this. I kind of think I don't need that now. I kind of like that one. I don't need yellow, but I do have that color. Well, what I would really love is an arrow that points that way. So that one works. This orange one works, but there's not really any orange in there. Okay. And then we got to get some of these guys tucked in around. I wonder, I'm not too sure how this is all going to come together. Just go for it. I really like these layers here. But maybe this one can go over there where there's nothing up there. So amazing. Again, there's no orange in this, but I can add orange. Move forward. No, I do not like that there. Yeah, I don't need that at all. Let's see. Then I can alter one of these paint brushes. set that up there to help bulk up that little embellishment cluster. Let me see, does this look good in here? This is like all trial and error, so if it helps bring your eye to it, I will keep it. If it isn't making a difference, then we can get rid of it. I guess it kind of matters what color the word was says, because it's today was awesome. So let's get these out. W, you can put this color W. I think I would like that. And then S, I like that bright S. And then A, is there, I don't want another black because there's so much black. I also don't have a lot of options. So it's either the white A, which I kind of don't want white, or this blue A. So that makes sense. Let's see if there's a different S. White, maybe I'll try this one and see how it looks, although it's really big. It does bring a little of that gold down there. I think I'll stick with that S. Today was awesome. I need to paint the paintbrush. This is kind of, nothing is very exciting on this to me right now still. So I'm gonna keep adding little bits and seeing what happens. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I might not like them at all. So if I added a little color sticking out from under here, oops, and a little color sticking out from under there, I can trim it. It doesn't need to be super long. I don't want to trim it too short that I'm wanting to work with it longer. Where are some of these other branding strips? You know, I have a lot of this paper that I cut the brushes from, and it's bright blue on the back. I wonder if I can use this bright blue strip. Let's try that. I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna clean it up with my paper trimmer so it's not all jaggedy. Thankfully, it has lines on it, so it's really easy for me to cut it straight because it's got stripes on it. I'm gonna replace this color because that color is kind of blending in with this brush. And I'm gonna try this brighter blue. That gives it a nice pop of color. I wonder what would happen if I reversed these two. And put this light peach one at the bottom. Oof. And this bright blue one at the top. That's kind of cool. Oh my word, I've just got a mess going on here. I kind of like it best like that. The bright blue one at the top, the light peach one at the bottom. I think I can get rid of this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do some adhering of these pictures. I'm not going to add any mixed media to the background. There is no room. There's nothing showing. There's nothing. At the end, I think I'm going to do some splatters, of course, because I love splatters. But I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these pictures down. I'm not going to adhere any of the embellishments yet, so you can watch me do that. But I am going to get these pictures and papers adhered down, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got this whole section put together, and I'm going to adhere it down to the back of my layout. So when I'm adding embellishments and moving them around, it's not moving this whole piece around, because that's really frustrating to me. And then I am going to go ahead and adhere down these little pieces that I left hanging. And I'm just gonna use art glitter glue because it does such a thin little line on these. I don't have to try to get adhesive, double-sided adhesive on there. And it holds it nice and sturdy. Okay. Got it. Now, trying to get this all back how I had it. So today was awesome. And my next question that I need to ask myself is, should I put back this little frame right here with something colorful? And I'm thinking I want to do that. Let's see, today was is gonna squeeze in there. Awesome is gonna squeeze in there. And then somehow that can point. And I'm really leaning towards something with a little bit of orange. I'm gonna cut this off because I don't wanna peel up all my paper, and I know I'm just gonna stick part of this sticking out. I think I've got to do this way. And this So Amazing is sticking out there. Okay, so in here, I've got some paper scraps, so I can back it with the bright blue, but I've already got a lot of blues on this page. I can back it with this orange, which is what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, I really think it's gonna pull out that orange, and maybe I can do something else with the little orange somewhere else. So I'm gonna take this frame and I am going to get how I want this. And I think I like it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and trim it. And then I'm gonna back this little frame with this. I guess I didn't need to pull my whole paper trimmer over because I just did it by hand. Okay. Okay, this is looking good, I think. So next, I think I'm going to adhere down this frame because that's the bottom layer of this whole big cluster over here. And it can just go, I'm overlapping it right down to here, it's fine. And then, awesome. I think I'm going to adhere the awesome next because I want it to, today was awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm gonna adhere the awesome next because that is gonna determine where these other two words go. Now, my today is obviously white, so I can alter that to be any color that I want. Let's see, should I alter it? I'm not sure. So awesome is gonna go right there. Oh, to get this awesome adhered down, I'm using Glossy Accents because it holds really well. And the awesome is acrylic. Beauty in the everyday. Just gonna stick that right underneath the bottom of some of those letters. Oop. And then was, I'm gonna make the A, the bottom of the A kind of go right in between that S. So it's kind of nestled, but not super close. Like I could put it down even further, but I'm not gonna move the A down further. I just want it to nestle a little bit over that S. And then this S goes right there, and the W. And then we can take the word today. Let's see how that's gonna fit. Yeah, perfect. The D fits right in the W perfectly, so the Y can swoop down at the end of the S. But now, before I glue down the today was awesome, I need to decide if I'm coloring the was. And do I want to use the bottom of this anywhere? This is the bottom half of that cut that I made. It looks crazy, too crazy down there. I don't like it down there. Nope, I don't think I'm gonna use it. I am gonna start adhering these where they go though. We'll alter the paintbrush and the today at the same time in just a minute. So there's that one. I think this is so amazing. It goes right there. This paintbrush will go right in there. Just go for it. It's perfectly positioned right there, so none of the words get covered up on anything. Okay, I'm assuming that I should probably make the paintbrush, I want to make this paintbrush look like this paintbrush. So I'm going to color it really light gray, the paint color. Oh man, what color should I do today? I could do it orange because it would make a visual triangle of orange. What to do, what to do? What does orange look like on here? It kind of would look nice. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna color the today orange, and the color orange that I'm using, I am not sure which color, which shade of orange I wanna use. I've been using Crackling Campfire for all my videos, but the spiced marmalade might be a little closer to those colors. And since that's really what I'm trying to match, I might have to use that. I'm gonna just test a little. I can't find my little tool, so I'm just gonna test it like that. Okay, spiced marmalade might be a little too yellow. Crackling Campfire. This might be the one. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Crackling Campfire. It looks a lot better. So I'm gonna grab my today, and I'm gonna grab, oh, here's the tool that I was looking for. This little guy. You could also use a brush, but I'm just gonna use this. And I'm just gonna carefully ink up the word today. And I'm just kind of pouncing it and spinning it a little instead of dragging it across the word, because this chipboard is really fine and thin. And if I drag it back and forth, it will break for sure. So we'll just do this until it's nice and covered. Oh, that's cute. I really like that. That gives me ideas. Not for this layout, but I like how it leaves the negative space. Okay, I like it. So I'm going to adhere that down, and then we can work on the paintbrush and altering that paintbrush. So let's get that adhered down so far. And I'm gonna use art glitter glue to adhere that, and it's such fine little letters. I'm just gonna put some on the side of my hand and dip it in like this. It coats the whole back without making it just super goopy. Oh, that looks great. I like it. So back to this little paintbrush. Oh, I'm gonna move these things. They're very distracting. Back to this little paintbrush. So I want to make the bristles gray, and the gray color that I'm going to use is going to be a light gray, and I'm thinking I should use, what is this one? weathered wood. Let's see how this color swatches out. Weathered wood. Oh yeah, that looks really close. I think I like that. So I'm gonna use the weathered wood just on the bristles of this paintbrush. So I'm gonna get a little tool, pull off just where the bristles are. And then I'll get my little brush here, like my little mini brushes, and just use the Distress Oxide ink to do this. And then I think, so the little paintbrush metal part, you know, like the metal part that goes across the paintbrush is silver in my picture, and the handle is wood grain. So I think for the little silver part across here, I am going to grab a darker gray because I don't have silver ink. I'm gonna try to peel this off. And then, in order to keep it from getting the darker gray on the light gray that I just painted, since obviously this is not masked anymore, I'm gonna get a sticky note and cover up the part that I already painted, that I already used ink on. And then I'm gonna get this darker gray, which is Hickory Smoke. And I'm just, whoop, I want to keep that paper down, and I'm just going to color those in. And it doesn't matter that I'm getting this on the handle, because the handle I haven't pulled the paper off of yet. You can hardly even tell the difference between this color and this color, but that's okay. Like hardly at all. And then I can take the paper off the whole rest of the paintbrush. And I'm not even gonna paint the wood handle at all because it's wooden in my photo. So there's my little paintbrush. I wish this was a little lighter, but I don't know that I have anything to make it lighter. Okay, to make this paintbrush look a little bit lighter so it looks closer to my paint, I'm just grabbing a white paint pen that I had in my scrapbook room. And I'm just adding brush strokes on it. So now it looks a little more like the color of my picture. So next I'm gonna adhere this down, and I'm gonna use Eileen's Tacky Glue because it adheres the wood nicely down and it dries pretty quick. If I can get it in the right spot that I want it. I like it there at an angle. And I need to still adhere down this arrow that says today was awesome. And I'll use art glitter glue to get that down. Okay, and then I still feel like this layout needs a little touch of some stuff. So let's see. Let's go back through this kit and see what other pieces we have. I would like to put some mist on it, some splatters on it with Distress Oxide spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first before we pull out more embellishments. I'm gonna cover my pictures with just scrap paper that I used to cover my pictures when I mist, so those don't get nasty. And then I'm just gonna come in here and start splattering. I kind of want heavier splatters right here. If you like the look of splatters but you don't trust yourself to do them, this this kit came with a splatter stencil. I'm just gonna grab it and show you right here. So you could do splattering stencil work over the top if you don't like doing exactly what I'm doing right here and risking it going somewhere that you don't want, because that happens. Let's see if we need more underneath the word awesome. No, I kind of like it just like it is. But you know, the splatters don't stick really well to this paper right here. So I'm gonna take them off of that orange paper. Oh, I just smeared it everywhere. That's okay. It looks like it was meant to be like that. Okay. So now that we've got the splatters, let me close my splatters so I don't spill them all over my whole entire layout. That would not be good. Okay, now I think I'm gonna grab my embellishments and see if I can maybe add a few more down here. Like now, I might be more comfortable adding in this colorful one, Life is Art. Oh yeah, I really am ready for this down here. It just was not working when I set it up there at the very beginning, but now there's so much different colors in here that I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that one down. Just kind of wedging it under where I can, but I'm not tearing anything up or being forceful. It's good sticking out like that. I still think I don't need this one. It just kind of looks like it's a tag hanging out, blah. No. Move forward. I don't like it down there. I don't think I need it up there. I really don't think I need it. Details. Now I could put this one all the way under. Let's see how that would look. I don't need it. I'm not worried that I'm cutting it and I might not use it, but if I did add it, I would add it just like that. That looks kind of cool. Ooh, I kind of like it better overlapping this a little, but I need a color inside of it. So what color should I put inside of it? Should I put blue inside of it? Let's see. I don't want to put orange because I have orange inside of this guy. Maybe I should just use a little scrap of this blue. You know what I mean by inside of it, like looking like it's backing it. Oh, I think I cut that bad. Let's see how this would look. Come on. It doesn't really need that color blue because it's down here, so that's too much. I'm not gonna use that one. Let's see, what other paper scraps do I have? I could put white in there, but I don't really want to use white. Let's see if this light blue might work, because you know I got this little scrap of this light blue. Oh my word, come on. Oh, that looks nice-ish. I wish I had this color. Oh, well, the back of this is yellow. Nope, it's too similar to the same color as that. And I don't really have a whole lot of other scraps. This isn't wide enough to put in there and back it. I think it's too skinny. That's okay. I like this color. I'm gonna stick that in the back. And I'm gonna do that by just adhering down here. And I'm gonna try to cut this because it doesn't want to wedge under there real nice because I've got this corner taped down. There, I think that looks nice. So this now says details. Come on. And then I do want to use our stamp set and want to say we nailed it. I think I want to say we nailed it. Where can I nicely put we nailed it? I think I can put it down here. So I'll place it out first before I stamp it. We nailed it. I'll probably stamp it in black ink so it just pops. Let me move this around a little bit on a block so I can see if that's the best place or if I like it somewhere else. Let me find a tiny block here. Here we go. I know it's not straight, but I'm just doing it for placement. We nailed it. I kind of like it overlapping. Yeah, making this a little tight cluster. I'm gonna do it right there. So I'm gonna type the word we first, or stamp the word we first, and I'm just gonna use black archival ink. This is like stays on, but it's close to my heart. It's their archival ink. We. I can put it back on the stamp sheet. Nailed. I want the we to like nestle over the N and the A, which it did. And then it goes on the bottom. All right, that looks really nice, I think. Anything else that I need? I don't feel like I need this anywhere. It's just too much. My brain is going faster than my hands. Let me move all these things out of the way. I don't think I need this frame. It is pretty cool, but it just makes everything come off balance. And then these little arrows, I don't really feel like I need them. No. Yellow. No, I don't want another arrow pointing in the same direction. No, I don't feel like I need the arrows. I don't need this. I think this layout is done. Sometimes I just have to try some things and then you just tell yourself, okay, no more. It looks good. Oh, there's one more little arrow color that I didn't try. No, I really just don't like more arrows on there. That's not bad, but I don't think it adds to it either. I just think I probably don't need it. So we'll get rid of that. I'm debating if I need to do my favorite thing that I do to a lot of layouts, which is put a little black outline around it. And this is so close to the edge. Maybe I can do the thinnest ever black outline very close to the edge. So I'm not gonna disturb the paint swishes. Oh, that worked out well. Normally I would do this and go 1, 2, 3 stripes. Just trying it with one first to see how it looks. I think I am gonna go back in and add 2 more though. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm keeping them really close to the edge, because when I add 3, it kind of makes it not so obvious that my line is a little crooked. So that's why I like adding 3. And then this one has 3. That one was a tight squeeze. Yeah, I like it better like that. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. If you are inspired by this layout, we'd love to see what you make. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut this at the same angle that that is at, because it's just kind of sharp, and I'm gonna do the same thing up here. I'm gonna cut this at the same angle. Oh, so much better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, guys, if you're inspired by this layout, I would love to see what you make. You can share it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group page. And thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I think this is the last layout that I'm gonna make using this kit. But I will make an overview video of all the layouts I made and what pieces I have left. I need to take an assessment of what I have left and see maybe I can squeeze one more layout in, but I will be seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye.